Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey and I am back to share with you how I plan on my mini vertical happy planner. This is the one that I take with me on the go and it's literally perfect. I had a hard time getting with the mini before the mini vertical came out. It just wasn't natural to me, but this is perfection. I used this baby boy value sticker pack to plan last week and it's so cute. Yes, lots and lots of it is geared towards baby boys, but there is plenty in here that's just straight up adorable. You can get that one on the Happy Planner shop, and then also it will be at Joann's as well. Now this week we're going to switch over. I just need to know, how is this the second week in March? That's just unbelievable to me. But I'm going to use Farmhouse because it's gorgeous and I'm really excited about it. So we're going to do it. All right. Now, also what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take these pages out so I have my nice flat surface, of course. Alrighty, now it's kind of a busy week. There's a lot going on, but if you'll recall from past mini planner stuff, I don't use my mini for lists or anything like that. I just use it for planning to take with me on the go. So I can use all kinds of different stuff in this planner that I wouldn't ordinarily use because there's just a little bit more room for me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my decor real quick first. And I'm going to use the really pretty florals that are in here. I'm just really smitten with these. I think they're incredible. They're just really pretty. I'm going to choose this. It's not larger in terms of, like this one's obviously significantly bigger, but in the mini, this one will turn out to be nice and big and chunky. And what I'm going to do is just put this down here in the corner. And then I know that my Wednesday and my Friday are also a little bit, if you will, they're not as full. Okay, so I'm going to add some florals there as well. And again, I'm keeping it simple for right this second, but we will add a little bit more to it in a minute. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take my colorful boxes and I'm going to pull out, let's see, this bright pink box right here. I'm actually sort of bummed there's only two, one of each row of this one because it's so pretty, but that's okay. It's, there's always, just got to work with what we've got, am I right? So I'm going to add it right here, and then I'm also going to just sort of layer it with this pretty floral. Now this will be completely functional. I'll write in an activity here, but I wanted to create the cluster as well. And then I'm going to also go ahead and move on over to Friday where I can add something too. Now some of these are more corner stickers to me, which is kind of probably random that I think that way or I feel that way about them, but I don't know. It's just how my brain sees them. So all right, now I'm going to look on the back too and see if there's any words or anything like that, which oddly there's really not. Oh, I guess there's one sheet of words in here. So let's take a look at those. I guess these, yeah, I don't hate those. They might go well. The green one could possibly work. So I'm going to just pull this aside and let it sit right here. Now I need to go ahead and add the activities and the things and the stuff that I've got going on. So one of the ways that I like to do that is I like to use the boxes, but then I also like to use the bullet point stickers. They're just perfect in this mini vertical. They really kind of do the job really well and help me draw the focus. Sorry, I was trying to think of how I wanted to say that or what I wanted to call it, but that's what they really do. They bring my focus to that eye. So I'm back to using a Papermate Flair. I used these for years and years and years, and then for a little while I switched over to gel pens, and for now I'm back to the Papermate Flair. No real rhyme or reason. I was just missing it a bit, and I thought, well, let's try it out. Okay, so now Tuesday is also busy, so I'm going to be using, let's see, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in here. I don't think there's anything that I really want to no. So, okay, I'm going to take this book, and if we had some mint green stickers, I would absolutely use those, but because we don't, I am not going to use those, obviously. I'm just going to go ahead and add these right here. Mint green would be so pretty, wouldn't it, to like go with those little florals? But you gotta make it work with what you've got. Okay, so okay. And I love the differentiation between the two different boxes, because obviously I could use one big box and write both of the things or add the bullet points, but I just like the differentiation and then having those clustered together, how pretty they are. Okay, now we can move into the second half of the week, which is just crazy. And again, it's a really super busy day. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and use the bullet points for two reasons. One, it balances what this page, because I used a couple of boxes here. And two, since there's three things and this is such a tiny planner, it's harder to get all of the things. But I love adding the bullets too. So I definitely try to balance all of the weight and the things that I like. Okay, so we're just going to use it just like we did over here, but instead we're going to do it over here. And there's 3 baseball games, which is, oh dear, I just don't even begin to know, but now for me, I always just include the information that's needed. So for example, I'm going to use this bottom one. I add the time, my son's initials, because that works perfectly fine for me and it's less room than it takes up. I will write the opponent because they'll often ask. I don't actually care who they play, but sometimes they do. And then if the location is necessary, I'll add that as well. There's 2 fields he could be playing at, and so this helps me defer which one to go to. But again, it's really not 100% necessary, but I like having that information here. Now the same thing and the same information is added here now. So like the time, the varsity, I know which one of my kids is playing on that, and then the opponent as well, because again, sometimes that's important to them. So we include that. Now I'm going to break out my brush pen, and I'm going to use the green one actually this time. I was thinking about using the pink because it would go, but I've kind of used the pink a lot. So instead I'm going to use the green, and I'm just going to add the lettering down here. like that it spills over into Saturday. Even though there's stuff going on Saturday that I need to add, I still like having both right there. So now I'm going to balance the things that I have going on the weekend. I'm going to think about using the pink, but I'm also going to consider bringing in a green as well. The green is really pretty. And quite frankly, there's not so much of that, of those pink boxes, so I can pull in a little bit of the green too. Now I'm going to, let's see, get this small one for Sunday morning. Add that right up there and then go back and try to find another pink one. But sadly, I will have now used all of the pink boxes. But I guess that's just how it goes. Am I right? Okay. So now we've got all of those boxes included. And then we can add my 2 baseball games right here for Saturday. Now, as I said before, I'll add the opponent and I'll add the location just so that I don't go to the wrong place, or if my son asks, oh, who are we playing? I actually know who it is. So otherwise, it's not really necessarily pertinent information to keep me on track, but they might want to know. So I guess it's keeping me on track, right? All right, so that's it. So it's really pretty and it's very simple. It's nothing crazy or anything like that. And I think that because it is feeling a little bit simple and like there's not a ton of stuff, I'm going to go back and I'm going to see if I can pull out a couple of the little leaves and add those as well. There's a few of those that I think that would go nicely without being overwhelming. So for example, I could kind of put this right here and it sort of ties into that cluster. And I could do the same thing over here also as well. But actually, now that I think about that, I think what I'll do instead is I will just pull out this tiny little cluster of flowers. Can you see that? So small, so cute. And just add it up here to Sunday instead. Now it does not go in the visual triangle, but it doesn't disrupt it either because it's part of this activity sticker. Hopefully that makes sense. So I think we'll just let that be. It's so adorable and so really cute, and I do love these farmhouse stickers. Alrighty, thanks so much guys for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my very best to get back to you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.